Live from the THB 11 studio, clouds fill the afternoon skies. There's a potential threat for severe weather also this weekend. Meteorologist Tracy Bean is joining us and tracking that forecast. Tracy, what can you tell us?
Well, there's a lot to talk about. We're going to go ahead and start with current conditions. We've got lots of cloud cover out there, and we did have a severe thunderstorm move into Polk and Montgomery County earlier today, but we're starting to see some of those showers push in from Oklahoma into that Fort Smith area into northern Arkansas. Now, here in central Arkansas, we're going to start talking about severe weather threats as we're heading into the next few days. But again, we're going to talk about today, Friday, and Saturday for that potential. So we're going to have to stay weather aware for the next few days, even to early next week. 81 in central Arkansas right now, 84 just to our south. We're going to continue to see those clouds and those winds really bustling around and gusting upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour. Now, as we're heading into the afternoon time frame, I think we could see potentially a few of those storms pushing through, but we're going to start to see again that breeze start to die down just a little bit. Across the state, a high today is 89, but it feels a little bit more like 95 with those heat index values. 90s to our south for those highs. And talking about that potential for severe weather, this is what we're looking at for today. That does include central Arkansas. It's been extended again all the way over to the western portion. We'll talk a little bit more about this and time things out for you coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Tracy, thank you. Well, we begin with these new details. The Department of Human Services office in North Little Rock will close indefinitely. We got these images sent in courtesy of community member Valerie Magsby. The notice was posted outside the DHS office on East Washington Street. On it reads that the Pulaski North office will close its doors at the end of the month. According to that notice, that posted date of closure is Friday, May 30th. After that, you'll need to visit any of the 3 other surrounding locations, those being on MLK Drive and Baseline in Little Rock, the other on West Main Street in Jacksonville. You're encouraged to visit access.arkansas.gov for further assistance. The city of Jacksonville is growing, and so are its schools. Many kids will head to new buildings come August. Jacksonville North Pulaski School Board told parents that students will be relocated. Superintendent Dr. Jeremy Owa says it's all about keeping every school environment strong. However, some parents aren't sold. Stephalyn Garcia tells us the changes could uproot her child from a school they've grown to love.
I have put so much time and effort into that elementary school and been a part of that elementary school that I know the staff there. I know the new staff that has entered. So I have a bond with them.
One of the goals that we've been is to really focus on the culture, climate and culture at all of our schools. So if our young people have to change schools, we want them to be able to have the same experience, if not a better experience at the new location. So we've been doing a lot of work with that.
Well, most families should have been notified directly if they're changing schools. The superintendent is encouraging anyone with questions or concerns to contact the district. We have new details about Arkansas's efforts to control invasive feral hogs. The animals have long damaged farms and livestock, costing the state an estimated $41 million a year. But Game and Fish says recent gains are encouraging. Farm bill funding helped the state hire and train full-time trappers, especially for hard-to-reach areas. Those teams were active in 12 counties, removing more than 13,000 hogs from 480 properties. Officials say it's a step forward, but the animals did still cause $2.5 million in damages. Well, we turn now to an update in your Arkansas elections. 2 Arkansas groups have joined together in a lawsuit regarding the ballot initiative process. The ACLU is representing Protect AR Rights and For AR Kids. The group is challenging mostly laws from the 95th General Assembly, most of which regulated the process to get initiatives from just that to ballot measures. The lawsuit claims restrictions set under new policy violates First Amendment rights regarding that process. John Williams, director of the ACLU, in a statement says the laws that they are challenging are, quote, deliberate efforts to suppress that speech and silence the voices of ordinary Arkansans, end quote. Now, the League of Women Voters had sued the state defending First Amendment rights. Secretary of State Cole Jester initially responded to that suit. He called the new laws basic common sense protections and says, quote, We look forward to fighting for them, end quote. Where there's a shakeup on the Conway School Board, three new members were elected this week. It signals a likely shift in the board's progress moving forward. They are Barrett Petty, Leo Cummins III, and Liana Walton. Each won their races by comfortable margins. The progressive candidates defeated opponents backed by the local Republican Party. Voters in the city of Bryant chose not to move forward with their proposed entertainment venue. City leaders wanted to renew an existing sales tax. That money would have been dedicated to Bryant's Arts and Music Pavilion. That, however, failed in Tuesday's special election. A strategic plan for the sales tax remains in existence. We're trending now on THV11.com. An Atlanta woman is brain dead in a hospital room as we speak. The only reason she's being kept alive is because she's an expecting mother. The family says it's heartbreaking because they have no control.
30-year-old Adriana Smith was about 9 weeks pregnant when she started having bad headaches in February.
Enough to know that something was wrong.
April Newkirk says her daughter went to Northside Hospital for help.
They gave her some medication, but they didn't do any tests. They didn't do any CT scans. If they did, they would have caught it.
The next morning, Adriana's boyfriend noticed something was terribly wrong.
She was gasping for air in her sleep, gargling. More than likely it was blood. She was taken to Emory, Decatur, and then she was transferred here.
To Emory University Hospital, where Adriana worked as an RN. Unfortunately, there was nothing doctors could do.
They did a CT scan and she had blood clots all in her head. So they had asked me if they could do a procedure to relieve them, and I said yes. And then they called me back and they said that they couldn't do it.
Doctors declared Adriana brain dead.
I feel as if somebody dropped the ball at the hospitals, and her boyfriend asked, please keep her. If she was kept at the hospital, we wouldn't be here.
Because of Georgia's heartbeat bill, which bans abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected, her family says they weren't given any say in what happens next.
It's torture for me. I come here and I see my daughter breathing by the ventilator, but she's not there. And I'm touching her. And she has a son who I bring to see her.
Now, 21 weeks pregnant, her baby's health uncertain.
She's pregnant with my grandson, but my grandson may be blind, may not be able to walk, wheelchair bound. We don't know if he'll live once she has him.
A situation she says no one should be forced into.
It should have been left up to the family because I'm in my 50s, her dad is in his 50s, so we're going to have the responsibility with her partner to raise her sons, you know? And I'm not saying that we would have chose to terminate her pregnancy. What I'm saying is we should have had a choice. We should have had a choice.